Hi there, it's Tim, and today I'm going to be comparing a budget e-bike versus a more premium e-bike. So the KBO has a 48 volt, 16 amp hour battery, plenty of range, and really comfy seat. Some of the other things you're going to notice with a more premium model are the handles. The handle grips are really comfortable. You're going to find things like the bell. It's going to come with a bell. At the back, it's got a really nice sturdy storage rack. At the front, it has integrated light, which you control from the controller up top. It's got the battery itself, the battery position, I find it's really nice. It's sort of integrated nicely with the actual stem of the bike, so it kind of fits in with the form. It's got a derailleur at the back, a Shimano, nice 6 or 7 speed derailleur. You know what? Everything about it is really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at a more budget option. So this is the Macmission 100. It's significantly cheaper. It did not come with a bell. It actually came with another seat, which I'm just going to ask Mike to toss me. So as you can tell by looking at this is, you know, it's a nice seat. It's comfy, but it's a little bit small, and I didn't think it was going to be really good for Michael's bum. Michael's the cameraman. Thank you, Michael. And I just wanted to make sure it was nice and comfortable, so I actually had this lovely bike-ly seat, so I put that on for him. I think he's really liking that. You're going to see also, I mean, it's as I said, it's a 36 volt rather than a 48 volt, so you can have less power. It's a smaller battery. It's about, I believe it's 10 amp hours rather than 13 amp hours rather than the 16 over on the Breeze, the KBO Breeze. A few other things about it. Let's talk about everything else that's on here. As I said, of course it's got brakes. It does have a Shimano gear system, very similar to the KBO in that regard. Let's go at the back here. It didn't come with this. He ordered that. So we don't have, that didn't arrive. It did come with mud guards, but they're plastic rather than metal. You're also going to notice that the tire width, a little bit narrower tires than the KBO. No light at the front either. No rear reflector. Well, there's a reflector, but no light at the back either. And the battery itself, you know, it's a pretty standard looking battery. But it doesn't really work with the frame, as you can tell by looking at it. It's not very elegant. It just kind of stuck on the bike. So next up, we're going to change locations. I'm going to share you my thoughts. So in the e-bike world, you really do get what you pay for. If you pay a little bit more, you're going to get a lot more. And that seems really obvious, but you know what? I've been on a budget. I'm sure there are other people who have been on a budget, and you know what? This is going to get you in the door. So Mike he rides around all the time. He's tickled by it. It's not top quality, but it gets you A to B. It's got a battery. You know, when we do all this filming, I mean, he's only using about 50% of the battery, and he's using all throttle all the time. So, you know, it's fantastic. So, you know, if its budget's what you need, you know, this has been great. But if you've got an extra few dollars to spend, you're going to notice a few premium add-ons. So while I was riding over here, I remembered, you know, things like the light that comes standard. And of course, you know, I mentioned at the back here, the cargo rack at the back. Other things too. At the bottom here, there's a water bottle. The actual battery itself has a USB port, so you could actually plug in a cell phone or something like that. If you're out on your ride, you need a little bit of a charge. One of the other things to think about is the size of the motor. On the budget, it's 350 watts, probably peaks out around 500 watts. And the KBO Breeze has a 500 watt motor, and that peaks out at about 750 watts. So a little bit more oomph up the side of those pills. Other small things like the pedals, you know, a little bit more premium, they're a little bigger, they're going to distribute your weight a little bit more. The actual shape of the handlebars, you know, a little bit more of a delve in there, so you can do some more fine tuning and adjust the position of the ride that makes it more comfortable for you. One of the other biggest differences, this has shocks. Makes it really nice and easy on your, you know, if you've got a nice comfy seat and some shocks, that's going to give your butt a little bit of a break. No shocks on the budget. The decision is actually ultimately yours. Do you go budget or do you go a little bit more premium?